All right. So last time, well, actually, just a brief recap of everything. Alina and Vixen, members of the Emerald Enclave, recruited Loop and Bonesaw the Sorcerer, as well as his trusted rogue friend Sibo D. You guys traveled to the town of Nightstone to, ease some tensions between some humans and elves of the forest to the north. When you arrived, you had learned it had been assaulted by giants, as well as goblins, and then some Zentara mercenaries showed up. You fought them. Some orcs showed up. You fought them. Some elves came in from the forest to help you out, and you actually managed to survive the entire siege. At this point, the leader of the elven party, Rond Arrowhome, has told you to take a rest. They will watch over the town, and in the morning they will lead you to where the villagers had fled to.
Let it be known that I am not a member of the Emerald Enclave. I just agreed to go on this mission.
Correct.
What? Baby girl, you didn't want to join my enclave? The fuck?
It seems sketchy as fuck thus far.
Your enclave.
We fight for the forest,
are you like
bro.
a junior member? Are we rested?
You should all be quite rested now.
I feel better than I have in 1,000 years.
Oh, except... So in the morning, you guys wake up feeling great. Your magic restored. Your bruised bodies have healed up sufficiently. And when you awaken coming out of this little house that you slept in overnight, with the exception of Vixen, who remained in a watchtower, you see that the elves are awake and moving already. Seems like they've been going for a while. And they've piled up a bunch of goblin bodies and orc bodies. Some of the human guards, Alara and Kella, and the orcs and the goblins are on fire, like in a funeral pyre.
Wait, all the bodies you just described are in the same pile?
No, the orcs and the goblins are in one pile.
Okay.
The body of Kella Darkhope and Alara Winterspell lie on the ground in the courtyard. And kind of watching over all of these elves moving around is the elf, Rond Arrowhome.
Where's he at? Can you ping his ass? I see. I approached this guy. Did you see, you didn't find those mercenaries last night?
I'm afraid not. We searched the town quite vigorously, and we found nothing.
I go off to pat this horse.
Where are the dead bodies?
So they're just in the courtyard, kind of just in two big piles.
I ran over to the pile of bodies and grabbed a hand that hadn't been burned yet and gave it to my cat to play with.
So you like dangling it in front of her.
It's bloodlust.
So like Emily's heart is just swiping at this slightly burned.
I want to search the dead bodies, maybe the enemy dead bodies, so I don't offend anybody for some sort of handheld weapon.
Right, so they're not being burned with their weapons, and if you take a look to the other side of the courtyard, and you see that there's a pile of scimitars. There's a short sword, a crossbow. Those were the weapons of Kella Darkblade. There's all kinds of javelins laying on the ground.
Well, what was the first one? The short sword or the scimitar?
I want
I'd
Kella's
take
sword.
one of those.
You take a short. All right, so So yeah, you pick up this kind of rusty scimitar. Definitely once wielded by a goblin.
I
think
take
it's safe.
Kella's short sword.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, Connor. Quick question. I wanted to eventually buy scimitars to dual wield them. I can't do that right now, obviously, right?
I'll sell you a scimitar if you want. I
No,
coincidentally
the thing's
have
all
one.
rusty. Gross.
Yeah, but you haven't heard the bonus it probably has. I bet it does plus 20 die damage or something. Something like that.
That is meta, bro.
I think the DM's just waiting to build the suspense on how powerful this weapon is.
I collect some of my arrows while we wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull 6 arrows out of the pile.
Yeah, I'm gonna collect 3.
I believe you collected arrows already.
Yeah, but not my full quiver.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you're actually not able to find any that you would find sufficient for your bows, as you are just a little guy.
What?
And in turn, your little halfling bow requires little halfling arrows.
I break 6 arrows over my knee and put them in my quiver.
All right.
You're gonna have a disadvantage on
Yeah,
those
let me
ones.
know when you're shooting those.
I'll get them fixed up later.
Yeah, find
you
some
know.
ducks or something.
Do I get to find half of what I'm missing?
Hey, make him roll every time he reaches for an arrow, because they'd all be in the same place. So
I like this. I like
in
this.
reality, it's a gamble every time he pulls one out.
Oh, you already gave me some. I see, Connor. Never mind.
Yeah, all your character sheets have been updated with.
All right, I snap at Rond. I say, "Are we going to save these humans or what?"
What is the purpose of snapping this?
You told us we should go immediately 8
Yeah.
hours ago.
Indeed, I did, and now your friends are wandering about, fighting over weapons. I'm
Yeah,
ready to go.
I'd
I
like to
don't
know
wander.
you
I
cut
wonder where the
in front of
last
me.
giant
to grab that
sightings
short-
were, Ron.
Come again?
When was the last time you saw a giant around here?
Seen a giant around here. It's been some time, unless you talk of the cloud giant castle that passed overhead some days ago.
Nobody
Oh,
sees a
that-
giant and survives.
Nothing other than that.
That was the last.
I feel like we should
listen up,
discuss
Ron.
this while we're traveling, maybe.
Yeah, Ron, we need to get on these horses and go. Bring
Let's
us to
fucking
these
ride.
villages.
Yeah.
The road is a proper place to speak. Let
How
us
many-
ride.
How many hours ride?
Let's toast to our ride.
Not but an hour.
Oh, jeez. Let's get going.
Cheers to that.
I call this horse.
Can I just ride on the back of someone's horse? I just
No.
picked someone.
I
Wait, aren't you still a bear, or did
Get
that
off my horse.
stop happening?
No, I debared.
D-bird.
Does anybody want to want to share a horse with Bonesaw?
No.
Why can't he ride?
Because he's asked not to.
Just personal preference? Well, you could ride with me, I guess. You in the last game, I
I'm
rode
riding.
on you numerous
I'll,
times.
I'll take
Solo.
the halfling. We need to have a
Guys going
conversation.
no butts to nuts on this horse.
I'm taking my own horse, man.
Fuck you then.
Yeah, well, you guys are gonna be alone and probably cold. We'll be warm,
This lonely cowboy will be alright.
more secure.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be bummed
Do
later.
your thing.
It's all
I
about
just
having
light one
fun.
of my torches.
Get
One of
on
my
the horse,
13
though,
torches.
man.
We talk about an
Yeah,
old
that's my
wives'
horse,
tale
Bonesaw.
I
of
keep
a
bringing it over here, dude.
of a group of good-looking adventurers
cool.
where someone rode on someone's shoulder the whole time.
I say I
Bonesaw.
can't hear you from over here.
Bonesaw, get off my horse.
Yeah, so Bonesaw mistakes the other halfling in the
I'm
party.
deeply offended.
I'm sitting here.
All
Well,
right.
whatever, time to go. We have no more time
Yeah.
to
Ron
dilly
looks
dally.
back and says, "Are we all satisfied on our horse choices?"
I
say
still
no.
Yeah.
I still
Giddy
don't,
up.
don't notice that I'm not on the correct horse.
Yeah, I like this. This is
Uh,
good. This is
Bonesaw-
good for the narrative.
Bonesaw's talking to Stebo as if it was Alina, continuously calling her Miss and not realizing the cat with wings sitting in his lap. And after a moment, Ron kicks his heels into his horse and he rides off, and his scouts follow behind him.
And I follow behind them.
and you guys kick hard into the north, kicking up dirt behind you. And as you ride into the Ardeep forest to the north, you see just black smoke rising from Nightstone, which would be from many a dead body.
I'm gonna search the woods for druidic. Are there any druidic messages left in the woods?
Somebody wrote "Go fuck yourself" on a tree.
You wouldn't know because you can't read druidic, so don't worry about it.
You don't know that.
Give me a investigation. As you're kind of riding through the forest, and there's so many trees, you do see things kind of carved into into the bark of trees, certainly in Druidic, but it looks like it's ancient and worn and difficult to read.
I like it though. It makes me feel comfortable to be back in the forest.
And as you continue through, you kind of at one point you pass past. Looks like it's like almost a gate, but completely ruined, overgrown with moss, and the bricks are shattered.
Oh, the old moss gate. This is history.
And you kind of notice that a lot of all of these elven scouts, as they ride by, they kind of place their hand over their chest and bow their head a little bit as they go through.
I remain upright.
All right.
At this point, I've accepted that Bonesaw's on my horse, but just for kicks, I'm gonna see if I can buck him off.
This was
Damn.
very interesting.
Yeah, your horse, like,
Do
it
you
doesn't even
fall off?
flinch.
I scream, "Yeehaw!" when you do
All right, I've accepted my situation.
Bonesaw, like, pats you on the head and says, "Good one, Alina." So yeah, you guys are riding pretty close to an hour now, and you kind of get to these moors, and it becomes very hilly, if you will. And you're riding up and down hills until you get to a point where there's 3 mounds, much taller than the rest of them. And there's a couple of trees on top. And you can clearly see in the entrance of one of them is kind of like a cave mouth opening. And Rond puts his hand up and kind of comes to a stop on his horse, turns sideways and looks at his men and women and says, "This is it. This is the dripping cave."
Ew.
The humans are in there?
Yes, they fled there some days ago.
How many goblins are with them?
Difficult to say. There were many that we burned back in the village. There could be dozens. There could be 5. I can't say for sure.
Can I go in there stealthily? Or is that still my favorite terrain?
You can.
All right, just to see what's going on in there for the group.
Has the map changed? Just making sure it has.
No, it has not.
Okay.
No. But if I can, if I can climb and get hidden or something, or if I can just travel stealthily at a normal pace if I go in there and try to track how many people are in there.
You want to do that instead of going in with the whole team?
I'll come back out in like 10 minutes
What
and
is
let
this
you guys
cave
know
called
what the
again?
deal is.
It's called the Dripping Cave.
The
The
dripping
Drippy
cave.
Sea.
So, Vixen, as you approach the cave, you
Mhm.
immediately hear the pitter-patter of several footsteps and goblin chatter coming from the mouth of the cave. And
What do they say? I speak Goblin.
they're talking about getting something to eat. They're all starving, and
Ooh.
the pets are getting they're getting crazy, and they think that it's time for everyone to eat. And since you're moving stealthily, you come to a stop behind some bushes, and you see a good dozen goblins walking out of the cave together.
Oh, like towards the group?
No, they take if you're like straight across from this mouth, they kind of take a quick right, and they just move. They're not even looking around, and they just, before you know it, their backs are turned to you.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the group.
All right.
I'm gonna say, yo guys, I just saw about a dozen goblins bang a Yui out a different exit. But I think that means that these caves are abandoned for a little bit. But if they come back while we're in there, oh boy, we're gonna have to fight our way out.
Ron looks at you and says, "I can take my men to track them. You can make your way in, and we'll dispatch them so you're not trapped inside."
I want to tell Ron, listen, at first I was wary of you, but this is some fucking great teamwork, buddy.
But I'm gonna do a perception check
On what?
on if he's. It doesn't matter.
It'd be an insight if he's lying.
Alright,
So
good.
go ahead and try that.
I really squint my eyes, but he seems legit.
He seems legit as hell. And with that, Ron signals to his men, and they all get off their horses and kind of slink into the forest. And he turns and says, "If you climb to the top of the hill, there's a natural chimney that climbs down within the cave.
Oh,
Just something to think about."
Can we climb out of it?
It's not a difficult climb. There's many handholds.
oh, guys, I have so many pittons and a climb speed of 30.
Yeah, I got rope. I got more rope too. We got pittance. We're
Can we
good.
just walk through the front
I
door?
fucking hate heights.
That's what they want us to do.
They're gone as far as we know.
We'll go through the front and escape through the top.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Onwards.
Let's go.
Hey, wait. Who doesn't have dark vision?
I don't.
I don't think I do, but
don't.
I can produce flame. Or do we not want
I
to
have.
flame?
I have a torch. Can I light one of my torches?
I can just light myself for you. Connor,
You
I'll
can light up.
cast light.
All right.
And that's
Um,
what
Mine,
I'll
I
do
put
on
this-
the door.
Put this puppy away for later.
So this map is pretty extensive, so I'm not using the like light thing.
Yeah,
So
Old
just
school.
but I'm gonna cast it.
yeah.
I
So
wanted to press it.
as you walk into this cave,
Oh boy.
Ooh.
you are instantly hearing where this cave gets its name from. The sound of water is constantly dripping from the ceiling. You look up, even in the mouth of the cave, there's stalagmites raised high. And
I am only seeing black.
Yeah, I got a black box.
Oh, I got it now. I can see it now.
Oh, nice. So,
Oh,
you
boy.
guys look over to see me pissing in the corner because the dripping sound really made me have to go.
Ugh.
Just let you know.
Yeah, so you can hear this sound of water dripping, but it's not loud enough to drown out the sounds of more goblin chatter.
Fuck.
And I would like, who is in the front?
V-boy.
Vixen, I would like you to make a perception check.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Submit. 16.
Solid.
Standing on the ground floor of this cave, you can hear the sound of several, maybe 2 or 4 individual voices talking to one another a little bit higher up. With your dark vision, you can see, without going too far into the cave, that ledges kind of crawl up into what seems to be like a main hall or a main cavern, if you will. Also, you hear the sound of something loudly sloshing around, like, and then you hear a deep grumble. Ooh. Clearly not a goblin voice.
Guys, I think we got company.
You think this is a
Ah.
setup?
I don't know. I think I want to climb this wall though. Let's look around.
Do you think Alan, homie's trying to set us up?
What? No, I don't think so. This is a goblin cave. He told us that.
Yeah.
Go
Something
for it,
else in
Vixen.
here.
Climb
Let's
up.
go.
All right, I want to climb, Connor, up to where that main hallway is, but do so stealthily.
Can you just ping kind of in which direction you want
I
to?
want to go to the left. Is that where the main
We
hallway
want
is?
to form a sort of. We don't want to enter, but we want to be more like. So we can offer him cover. I'm gonna take Vixen's spot once he climbs up.
All right, go ahead. With your climbing speed, you don't have to make any kind of check, but I would like you to make a stealth check to see if you can go quietly.
This is my favorite terrain still, I thought. What the
You're
fuck?
You're in a cave now. How do you figure?
Fuck this cave. I see a tree.
I don't.
Outside.
Yeah.
He's looking.
I'm looking
yeah.
back out the entrance.
You you make your way up onto this ledge,
Making my way
and
downtown.
with your dark vision, you can see on the other side of the ledge is a goblin.
Ah! I mean, ah! But he doesn't see Daddy, right?
I
And
asked
he
everyone
is
telepathically if anyone can communicate telepathically. Does anyone answer me?
I don't answer.
Okay. Continue.
Vixen.
Yes.
Looking around the cavern, you see a large, bald, fat-looking creature, half submerged in a deep mud bath.
Ooh.
And with your experience in the wild, you reveal it to be an ogre.
Oh, it's kind of like a Goblin King, guys.
Now,
Is
you
he
hear
naked?
this. His lower half is submerged in mud. And out of your dark vision range, you can hear another low, loud grumble. You would assume there is at least one other ogre in this room.
Oh, god damn it.
There is also still up at this height, the goblin in front of you is talking and getting responses from about 4 other goblins, and they're all kind of saying like, "Oh, they better come back with something good. I'm starving. I'm so sick of eating these humans."
Oh! I want to go back and tell my people what I just seen and heard and say maybe we should go and enter through the top to get behind these people, because I don't really trust all of us in combat against 2 ogres and 4 goblins.
Yeah, man, come back. I agree.
So you make your way back and relay the information of what you had seen.
I mean, I ain't ever
I
scared.
agree.
I
Yeah,
just
let's try
We're not
to come in
equipped
the
for
top.
this. We're not equipped right now. Sneak out.
Yeah, we sneak out.
So you guys make your way back onto the into the forest and climb up to the top of the hill. You can see set into the grass is several stones kind of jutting out from the ground, and you can hear the sounds of the dripping from below through the hole.
want
And
to go
does
in
it-
this hole.
Yeah, what kind of climb down is it? Like, are we gonna need ropes? Is it a straight drop?
Looking down, it looks to be maybe 7 feet high. Rope would be helpful. It is also about 5 feet wide, so it's pretty narrow.
5 feet.
Can I climb down and put pittons in the wall for them to follow behind me?
Is anyone like who can see it dark and see at the bottom?
Vixen, with his dark vision looking down, you would just see the ground, a stony floor.
Yeah,
Guys,
man,
there's
give
a
us
floor
some.
down there.
Give us some climbing holds.
I got
Yeah,
some
I'm gonna-
rope.
I'm gonna go down there and put pittons in the wall for them to use as handholds to climb down. Fuck your rope.
So are you gonna climb all the way down?
Yeah. How far is it?
That's only about 7 feet.
Yeah, let's do it.
Aren't you 7 feet tall?
Yeah, that's why.
So
You guys can
just-
still see my hair. I'm 7'1".
So you just kind of drop down.
Can you
This
fit in this
hole.
tunnel?
Not very well.
Can't you
Where's my
just
halfling?
lift me and Alina down?
Yeah, I pick up
Maybe
Sibo
we
with
should
one
put the
hand and bring him
hobbits
down
down
with me.
So when you get to the bottom, you look around and see it's very cramped in here, and you don't even think all of you would fit in this room. But what you see, more importantly, when you hit the ground, is a goblin, and he is pointing a bow at you, and he says, "Shh. How many are you?"
Is that Bonesaw down there, or is it supposed to be me?
It's supposed to be you. You guys are both so like dark and mysterious.
Yeah,
Doot.
so he says that to me with a bow pointed at me?
Yes. He doesn't. I mean, you can make an insight check on him.
Why?
Just, I don't know if you wanted to. What do you want to do?
We're gonna do an insight check on him.
With the 16, you feel like he doesn't want to kill you.
Oh. But he probably wants to eat me.
He looks at you and kind of looks up. You can't even see through the chimney, but he's trying to look up because he's asked how many you are. And he says, "You here to kill Hark?"
I'm gonna nod my head yes.
Um,
He shushed me.
He says, "Interesting. I would assume you're here to free those people over there as well. Am I right?"
Another nod.
Well, I think we can work out an agreement.
Hold
Telepathically, I
on.
reach out to him and I tell him to find out where Hark is and where the humans are, and tell him to forget about Hark.
Yeah. I ask him where the humans are, and I hold up 4 fingers because there's 4 more of us.
He says, "I'll tell you where the humans are. But first, I want you to meet Hark. And I want you to kill him."
Ah, boy. Why? Who is Hark? See that mud bath motherfucker?
No. That ogre. Thog and Knob.
Oh,
Those are the pets. Hark's pets. They'll be needing dealing with too.
so who is Hark?
Hark's my boss. He
See, a
thinks
little-
so little of me, making me watch a fireplace for intruders. I've never been happier when I saw boots hit the ground.
Yeah, pretty big boots, right?
I
Alright,
bust
well-
him telepathically again and tell him to say we'll agree to this mission, but we're gonna use it just as a ruse to find them.
Should I tell him about the ruse?
Don't tell him about the ruse. That's why I'm talking to you telepathically.
Oh, okay.
It's the whole point of a ruse.
Oh yeah, we're trying to get a ruse in.
Oh, this isn't a ruse, is it? I tell him, yeah, we'll do it, but you gotta tell me how to get out of this mini cave so that my buddies can come down. I can't kill Hark by myself.
He slowly backs up and waves you forward.
All right,
Kind of.
I stick my arm out the top of the chimney and motion down with everybody, and then follow him, because you can obviously still see my hand. Cause I'm fucking huge.
I'm gonna follow.
I
I'm
crawl.
going down. I want to
Do
go
I
down
have to
there.
crawl?
Once you get down all the way, it is spacious enough for you to stand upright.
Nice.
The rest of you have now come down, and with all of you in here, you're all so cramped and shoulder to shoulder, and Bonesaw is still kind of ducking in the chimney as he's the last one to go down.
Oh, what's that smell? Somebody hasn't showered in a while.
Let's get
Bonesaw.
out of here.
I was still holding on to hope that the Dripping Cave was a brothel of some kind, but I think we can give that hope up.
Yeah, I can tell you were thinking that. Can you take a few steps back?
Dude, have you ever seen a fucking orc? Are they orcs or goblins?
These are
Have you
goblins.
ever seen a fucking goblin brothel? I would
Uh.
not give that hope up yet.
All right, let's
The
get
Dripping
moving. It's
Cave.
cramped in here.
So Vixen, as you turn the corner just to make space for your friends, you see this goblin, and he's got his hand outstretched, pointing this direction.
I'm gonna ask him where he's going.
I'll be right behind you.
Guys,
I'm gonna ask you guys to move it along. I'm getting
I need a-
cramped down here.
I
We
need
to-
a meat
we need to
shield. You
move-
need to be in front of me.
Yeah, we need to move this train along.
Yeah, Vixen, head out.
I'm going to get under
We're clogged up here.
Bonesaw's cloak and hide because I feel like the ruse might be on us.
I'm trying to get this
frickin'
guy to lead the way.
claustrophobic in here.
As a halfling, I go through his legs and start going in the way that it was indicated. Is it this way or that way?
It is indeed this way. And
Okay.
as you come around the corner, you hear the sound of something gushing, like gross, mushy noise. And as you
It is a
Okay.
brothel.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
as you come around the corner, you see several giant rats eating the body of a dead woman.
It was a brothel.
I'm gonna produce flame and throw it at the nearest rat.
All right, go right ahead. And
Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't realize that would be. Oh jeez.
that is going to miss. And now we'll roll initiative.
Will any of them get frightened by the fire? That was my roll.
They certainly kind of all wince their eyes as they are not used to anything so bright here in the cave.
Fine. Well, I turn over and I say, "There's a bunch of giant rats in here."
All right.
Oh, I should have threw the flame at the dead body. Stupid.
So it looks like we're gonna have some goblins going first.
Some goblins?
Indeed. So, when the flame goes in and misses this giant rat, it does illuminate the rest of the room. And you
of course.
see
Oh, Jesus.
2 goblins standing in front of a much not much bigger. He's still a tiny little guy, but he's bigger and he's sporting a gross looking mohawk. And you also notice a very much alive woman in the corner of the cavern.
I say rescue mission on.
And we got a goblin is going to fire a bow at Alina and rolls a 14.
Should be a disadvantage. Those giant rats are all bigger than me, probably.
It's 3/4
that's a
cover,
good
baby.
point. No, they're small beasts.
So
Oh yeah, good point. I'll give you with disadvantage it still hits.
damn it.
So you take 5 damage.
Wait, did you say 14?
Yes.
That doesn't hit. I have 16. Armor class 11. Why is my armor class 11? That's what my bear armor class was.
Oh, did you change it?
I didn't change it.
Huh.
All right, well, whatever. Keep going. I'm not an 11 though. I think I was 16.
Let me just double check it. Elena. I have it as 14, so still wrong, but
All right.
and still hits. With
5.
you have leather armor, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Is it the shield? Isn't a shield +2, or is that already in there?
Oh, I forgot you had a shield. All right, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Which shield?
It's all right. My bad. It misses. You raise up the shield that I forgot about and catch this goblin. This goblin's arrow, but then a second one fires at you,
Of course.
and he also misses. And it is your turn now.
All right. I'm going to cast Barks. Do I want to do that? No, I'm gonna cast I'm gonna cast Bark's Skin, and then I am going to, as a bonus action, turn into a bear.
All right. So does the bark skin now affect the bear?
Yup.
Sweet. So what are the stats on the bear?
What do you just need, hit points or what?
Yeah, hit points on the class with bark skin.
Hit points 34, and I believe Bark Skin is 16, but I'm looking it up right now.
All right, we'll go with that for now. Vixen. So Alina skirted under your legs and then was shot by 2 arrows. It is your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna run 20 feet right here.
All right, well, that rat is going to attack you.
Oh yeah, I didn't cast in time. Yeah, that's fine.
You just fucking step on its head as it tries to bite you. And you are not damaged.
Okay. So when I land right here, Alina's gonna see my eyes turn into pools of darkness and 2 skeletal ghostly wings sprout from my back. And I need everybody within 10 feet of me, which is literally everybody in this area, to beat a DC 12 charisma saving throw.
All right, so Hark. I'm just going to do this. And I'm just going to say all of the rats fail. Just going to group them together. We got a lot of failures. And you say 12?
12.
So this one is unaffected. What happens to them?
They are all frightened of me.
All right, so they have
Jeez.
to move away from you and have disadvantage on attacks against you.
Correct. And then that is a bonus action.
That's
So
a
you're
bonus action?
So you
Yeah.
I want to like retcon this a bit. I want to say your wings sprouted out as you ran across that rat's head, and now you're just standing in front of them.
Yeah, I'm just standing. So I'm gonna move back 5 feet and hit this dude with my great club.
That'll hit. Which one are you hitting?
This one.
All right.
So that'll hit for 3 bludgeoning damage. Oh, nice. And that one plus necrotic damage equal to my level. So 3
minus-
extra damage.
All right. That'll be your turn, correct?
Correct.
As you smash this
Ew.
giant rat, you look down and notice that the squishy thing you're standing on is a dead woman's body. And your boots are now soaked in blood. Sibo.
Well, I got wings.
I am going to run up here.
All right. You're going to get an opportunity attack against you.
Yeah.
That's a 15 to hit, which I believe will hit.
Yep.
And you'll take 6 piercing damage from a rat bite.
What?
Damn, that rat bit him.
I'm gonna kick the rat off, turn back at everyone, and say, "Worth it, guys. I can do this now." And point it upward towards that feller. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
All right.
Ooh.
11. That
Oh.
will miss everybody.
And then
Wait a second, though. Let me just check one thing. Burning Hands. They have to make dexterity saving throws. Oh, whoops. Saves. He is still going to succeed. So it's 15, so 14. All right, so I do believe you're going to do some damage. Yeah, you go ahead and roll 3d6. I don't know why. Oh, that's what the 11 was. So a cone of fire emerges from Sibo and hits both goblins and the goblin leader, as well as the giant rat standing next to him. One of the goblins is eviscerated into flame.
Jeepers.
The rest of them will take 5 fire damage, and the smell of burnt hair and clothes fills this small cavern. Is that the end of your turn?
No, then I will dash back to where I was.
Alright.
Cool.
So that rat is going to try to bite you again.
Ah, damn it.
But you just kind of do a sweet halfling flip over him, and he misses.
Of course he does.
The rat in front of Elena is going to take a bite at the bear, I should say.
I
And-
look quizzically down at it.
And
Attempts to do
this
so.
rat's teeth are not able to pierce the hide of the grizzly bear.
Aren't they? Doesn't he have to run? Aren't they frightened, or is that only on his Vixen's turn? I thought they're all frightened for a turn.
Oh yeah, that's right. So he is actually going to skirt away. I forgot.
Yeah, it's actually the end of my next turn.
Until then.
Yeah, so I'll have what's it called? I'll get that extra necrotic damage on my next attack.
Nice.
Yeah.
So they can still attack, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but
they have to use their full movement to get away from you. Alina, as a bear, go ahead and make an opportunity attack as I
knew
roll.
this was gonna happen when you did that, and this is so nice.
Fuck yeah.
Oh.
Nat 20. So roll double dice.
What do I do? I asked you this last time. I think it's so. Let's see.
Whatever the damage dice is, you roll
40,
twice as many.
46.
Poof! As this rat is scurrying away, it is just torn into ribbons by this grizzly bear.
I'm gonna try to do that to every single one.
Bonesaw. It is your turn.
All right. Is each square 10 or?
Nope,
5?
they're 5 in this map.
All right. So. I am going to. If I move here, can I still hit the people at the way back?
If you have the range,
Roger that.
fire
So,
away.
actually, do I want to?
Thus the 10-minute turn begins.
Yeah, you're gonna get an opportunity attack from this rat here.
It's fine.
Fuck you, rat.
He rolls a 16, so you'll take 6 piercing damage
Stab him.
as you get a rat sunk its teeth into your ankle.
All right, I'm going to use. Fine, fuck this stupid fucking rat. No, I'm gonna use my chromatic orb.
Let's see it.
Negative. I'm gonna shoot the guy dead ahead of me at the back.
Nice, dude.
With
All right.
scorching.
Scorch that ray. You miss.
Damn it.
Wow.
All right, that was worth every
Actually,
second.
Then I'm gonna use my. Oh, never mind. I picked the wrong meta magic. So then I guess that's it. I just took damage, wasted a spell slot, and we can keep moving.
Wonderful.
All right, so now it's gonna be some more rat turns.
Come
Oh,
at
I
me.
can-
Do I
I
get
can
opportunity
still-
attacks when they run away?
So I'm gonna go like this. Oh yeah, dude.
pass
This
it.
is opportunity attack central.
Yeah. Let me take the
Sure.
on deck circle, and then the.
Wait, why the fuck didn't he take 20 opportunity attacks when he got in the middle of everybody?
He just took the one that he ran over.
Yeah, this one.
All right,
Crossed
so
over, but I take the ones that I go in front of.
It's because you took long.
Oh,
I feel like that
went
was
in the
like
opposite
3
way.
minutes.
Yeah. Hey, so he just disengaged with me.
I was
Does he
looking
get
at
an attack?
yeah, make an attack on this rat as he tries to run away through your legs.
I'm gonna quarterstaff him. 14.
Oh yeah, baby, he did.
Disgusting.
9 bludgeoning.
Smushed.
We're
Fuck
just
yeah.
bashing rats at this point.
Yeah,
Luke.
Yeah, let's just add
This is
these to my
easy.
fucking kill list.
Loop.
Loop's muted.
He's muted.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna fucking
Should have kept them like that.
take a peek out the hole and make sure no one's
Yeah.
fucking noticed us. So it looks pretty clogged up in there, like you guys. I'm just gonna. So I'm the back end now, so I'll take a peek out the hole. Do I see anything? If I pop my head out and look around in the 360.
What, looking up the chimney?
Yeah.
No, you just see the forest around you.
Okay, so no
Yo,
one
how
else.
those trees look?
Ah, see, I did have something I could.
So I have more movement. So yeah, I'm gonna jump in there and fucking stomp this rat
Do it.
with a fucking short sword.
You know that'll hit. And
Solid.
that will be enough to slay this rat.
Rat Slayer.
After you cut it down, you look up and you see the ranger, Vixen Riggins, standing there with dark spectral demon wings, and he is standing on top of a bloody corpse of a dead woman.
No,
I'm like, that's pretty
no.
fucking rad, bro.
No, dude, that's not true. All right, I'm heavy enough that my boots went through her body, so
I'm like,
I'm
that is
standing
fucking
in a dead
metal,
body.
dude.
Yeah,
I just admire
Heavy
fucking
metal
Vixen.
ranging.
I'm like, bro, I did not know you were this fucking metal. And I give him the horns.
All right.
don't forget the
bones
rat
those
that I
gotta run
killed that's
away.
at his feet is quickly decomposing from necrotic damage.
It's a real family-friendly vibe in this game
And
right
so
now.
it decomposes when it dies.
Huh?
It's dead, isn't it?
I killed it, but it's like really, really quickly decomposing in front of us.
That guy ran away.
Mhm.
Oh man. We gotta just rescue this girl.
Yeah, I was gonna grapple with them.
Whose turn is it? This fraidy cat.
The goblin who you had originally seen tries to fire an arrow at a rat, but he is unsuccessful.
So this is a friendly
Guy's
dude.
Still on our team.
Yeah, so this
That's cool.
this dude is your friend.
Hey, buddy.
We
wrong.
got a rat getting the fuck out of here.
The rat's getting hit.
Hit him up.
You ain't disengaging with me. 14 again. 7.
Oh, he did.
Fuck
It's just a
yeah, you ain't
rat
getting away from me, rat.
Right. Alina, bear it up. Bear down.
Kill this rat.
You think I should kill him? Why don't I?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna. If I kill it on the first of my multi-attack, can I then use my second multi-attack on this guy?
Yeah,
Oh, sweet.
that's your. All right.
So like that's the first attack. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
And then it's our D8. Shit. Boom.
He is killed with your first attack.
Now I'm gonna attack this goblin dude.
Our
All
friend.
right. Attack.
Oh, that's our friend?
Yes, it is, but you do not hit him.
Well, that's good. Well, but I'm
But-
You're a
mad at
bear,
him
dude. You
anyway,
didn't know
so
any
I
better.
I snapped at him. I did.
Yeah, he's gonna back up and be like, "What the hell's going on?"
And I
And-
say, you let us in here without telling us, bro.
Vixen, it is your turn.
Alright, so as a bonus action, I'm gonna point at this dude and draw my quarterstaff, and you can see that the air around it's a little hazy. Connor, I'm using Planar Warrior.
Okay.
So I go up there and swing at him with my quarterstaff. It's only a 12. Fuck. Does it hit?
I don't believe so. I was just reading what Planar Warrior was.
Yeah, it's just an extra D8.
12 does not hit, no.
Alright, well, hit or miss, he's still getting necrotic damage of 3.
Well, that is quite enough to kill him.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Alright, well, now nobody's afraid of me anymore, and the wings slowly go back into my back like Wolverine's hand knives.
All right.
Just
So you your eyes come back and you're just covered in rat blood now.
and I look at my feet, and there's like an organ stuck to it from that lady's chest, and I don't feel good about it.
That's dark. All right, Sibo.
Like you stepped on a water balloon and it's
I'm
stuck to your
gonna-
shoe now.
Yeah, exactly.
Scurry over to this here rat.
Because I have like 4 kills already.
Give him a poke with the old rapier.
Poke, poke. That hits. I think it's the
Another
first time
rapey
you've
poke.
ever hit with the rapier.
Nice.
9 damage slays the rat.
And then
Yo, Luke, go
I-
up and grab that lady. Bring her back.
then I'm gonna get right behind this here piece of wall and hide. Probably unsuccessfully.
Yeah, you don't feel like this is the best hiding spot you've ever found.
I found better.
It's not top 10.
Loop, you can see
30 feet away.
30 feet up. The goblin boss Hark has his arm around this woman and has a scimitar up around her waist because he's not quite tall enough to get to her throat.
Yo, dude, grapple contest. Go tackle him. Strength to strength.
Be a hero.
I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'm gonna use action surge and do exactly that.
Fuck yeah.
Action
grapple hog.
surge.
So you go ahead and you got 2 actions.
So I'm gonna fucking first. What do I gotta roll to try to like dive at him and break him off the girl?
Just tackle them both. Fuck that girl.
It's a strength competition.
So one move I like go to dive to rip them like apart, like breaking up a fight motion.
So go ahead and make an athletics check. Not a
Oh,
save.
athletics. Athletics.
A 14 versus
It's alright.
And- 18.
Oh,
Fuck.
I fucking fended her off, but I have another
Bounce
go
off.
with my action surge.
Wait,
I'm
did
done.
you
Punch
do
him,
it over
punch him in
there?
the gooch.
I'm gonna use a disarming fucking attack. Will that disarm him, or what's in his arm, the lady?
I really like Luke's character now.
I'm gonna
So
chop at
the
his arms.
problem is actually, you know what? Yeah, make an attack. You have to make a melee attack.
For a disarming attack, you make a short sword first.
Yes,
It's better.
it is better, but is it enough? No.
Damn it, Luke.
It's not strong enough yet.
And after this tussle, Hark's rat comes up and tries to bite you, but is unable to pierce your mail armor.
He's wearing gaves.
It's fucking all male, baby.
Why do we have to gender the armor?
I know. All man, all
Um,
American, beefcake.
What's this guy gonna do?
on Hark's turn, he says, "Get back! Get back, or I'll kill her." Talking
Somebody
to
tell
you,
him.
Loop.
We have nothing invested in her.
Is that your turn?
Can I do another turn?
No, he's just
I
talking
was
to
gonna
you.
say I could have done lunging attack. I'm like,
So he is going to. He is going to throw the girl at you. So this
Who's watching TV?
yeah, it's
Especially
loud on
loud.
TV.
Cam, I think we're here.
some reality TV shit right now.
Is that the Gangster Housewives of ATL? Wine.
somehow getting louder.
Definitely the OC.
Shows you sure.
Wait, Cam, can you hear us?
He went off.
Okay.
The goblin boss is going to throw this woman at you.
Nice.
And while she is coming into your arms, he throws a javelin at her.
Oh,
Can I make a dodging move?
he's gonna roll
Let's
for that.
be honest.
Let me
It's
roll for that, yeah. Let me roll for fucking like acrobatics or something. I
You,
don't know, let me do a maneuver. Yeah. Dexterity, anything.
he really wants to roll for it.
You can make a
Survival.
No.
Fighting for survival
Well,
right now.
what are you trying to do?
As he throw me the girl, and then I fucking tackle her, both of us dive out of the way.
All right, make an athletics check or an acrobatics check.
It is acrobatic.
All right, you grab onto her and roll to the ground. When you hit the ground, you see a javelin sticking out of her back.
Oh shit!
And then he will come up and swing at you with
No!
a scimitar.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, he's got multi-attack.
What?
But the scimitar pings off your armor and is ineffective.
That's it.
Bing!
Your good friend, the goblin Snigbat, is just going.
His name was Ron.
How do you use the shield?
Ron's
Oh no! Do I need to level up to get a maneuver to get the ability to be able to tuck under a shield?
So the shield just gets added to your armor class. It's
Okay.
just +2.
Yeah.
Yeah, idiot.
Snigbat is going to swing with his scimitar. He crits and deals 9 slashing damage to Hark. And then, oops.
Okay.
Oh, but he's also going to probably get bit by a rat. He is. And he backs out of the room with a bloody ankle. Alina.
Nice.
What a bear,
Alright.
what a bear,
I'll
what a
attack
bear,
this
what
guy.
a bear.
All right.
What a very nice bear.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
It
Oh, they
does
both
indeed. Hit. And the bear's armor class is a 16. So
Yeah.
as you're mauling this man, you feel a little bite on your bear arm, and you take 3 piercing damage from a rat.
Well, he takes 18 damage from a bear.
Please describe to me the manner in which you kill this goblin boss.
Did I have any? I didn't have any interactions with him, did I? I karate chop him like it's crazy. It's a very human. It's a lonely blade karate chop. It's right into the head, and it's just gone. There's no more head.
All right. And so you still got a rat in the room. Vixen.
Sorry, did you say I took 3 or 4?
3.
Vixen's gonna run up there and fucking push what's his face out of the way, loop. And fucking.
Oh, actually, on my turn, I back out of there first. Actually, no, I can't. Never mind. Continue.
No, well, I push loop out of the way and I fucking great
Oh,
club
pushing.
this rat. 15.
That should wrap it up. And it does.
Bludgeoned it.
Oh, we
Squashed
just
it.
cleared this cave.
Out of initiative, the goblin Snigbat runs up to the bloody mound of Hark and rips off a banded belt he is wearing and puts it around his own waist.
I say, not so fast, usurper.
Say, yeah, hold up, hold up, whoa, 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 whoa.
Find the
That's
same
about
fate.
the fucking giant strength, isn't it?
I'm gonna move up here and surround him. I'm gonna trap him in the corner.
Talk,
He's-
buddy.
What's going on, bud?
This is the belt of the chief. I claim myself as chief now.
Yeah, did you
So-
not hear I said not so fast? We want to know where those humans are first.
I say,
Yes,
are you a good
yes.
chief or a bad chief?
So
I believe I'm
chief
going
now.
to be a great chief.
Okay,
So,
it checks
You gotta
out.
live to be a great chief.
Yes.
And that starts right now. So let's be like
Yeah.
the first allies.
I thought we already were allies.
I'm about
We
to
just
swing
work
on this
together to.
fool. I've asked you 3 times now to tell us where the humans are. I'm about to bite your head off.
Right. He's gonna say it's right this way. And
We want to form an escort around him. And this other woman, is she alive?
I still don't trust this fucking dude.
No way.
Um,
Yeah, he's like not answering us.
if you look in the corner, you can see that this woman has a javelin sticking out of her back. But with examination, you can see that she is still breathing.
I touch her head and give her 3 health.
does anyone have anything?
All right.
Yeah, I cast Goodberry and I give her 5.
All right. So she is back to full health and stands up and just immediately goes into a hug on Alina and says, "Thank you."
I'm
She
a
hugs
bear.
the bear, not me. That's rude.
I like that. I pet her head.
Can you
Um,
find a wizard to tweak your spells and change it to good burgers?
That's our next mission.
She looks at Snigbat and says, "You wretch, kill him!
He has to take us to the other humans first, or can you do that?
I've been trapped here for days. I know exactly where they are."
What say you guys?
What's wrong with old
What's up with this
snake
guy?
guy
Yeah.
over here?
Yeah.
What's up with the old boy over here?
He's one of them. He's
a
one of the
goblin.
humans.
Yeah, guys, to be honest, I
Ate-
hate goblins.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
you want to do it?
They
or do you
eat
want me
us.
to?
I mean, we're like the things they eat to live. That's not a good relationship. Let's fucking slit his throat.
He ate my sister!
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack him.
Yeah,
Connor.
Wait. Like, ate her, or ate her?
kill him.
He ate that.
Alright, Connor, I'm gonna attack him.
Right. It is actually would be your turn in initiative, so attack away.
We've got a healthy
Alright.
order coming up.
Planner Warrior is enacted because I pointed at him. Quarterstaff, that's the nat 20.
Nat 20.
13 damage.
Plus a d8.
13 plus a d8 is just more than enough. So 13, we're just going to say it's an 8. So that brings him to negative 17 damage.
Just wipe
I'm
his
gonna
ass
take his
out.
belt off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
guys.
Take
can,
that.
My
Get
belt.
that.
Can anyone here shapeshift into a goblin?
No.
No. All right, never mind.
But I want to do an Arcana check on this belt that I'm now holding.
Okay.
It's a fucking 12.
It is not magic.
Alright, well, I'm gonna put it on.
You can, it's very small. It barely reaches all the way around your waist.
I say
Well,
looks
it's on my
good,
thigh.
real sarcastically. And I say, come on, sweet one, to the woman. And we start to leave.
All right. She starts leading you back the way you came. Actually, dun, 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 dun.
I kind of want to drag this dude behind me, like on ropes, a la how they dragged Hector.
I feel like we
Trying
still have
to
quite a bit of
like-
stealth to do, but I do like where your head's at.
So did none of you went? No, you didn't. So she leads you back the way you came, but past the the little cavern where the chimney was. And she brings you to the main cavern. Oh, he did. And who has dark vision? I know Matt does.
Vixen.
Just Vixen? Is that it? I think Bones does. Yeah, he's
I
a
think
half
I
elf.
do too.
So, looking into the main cavern, Vixen and Bonsai, you see. I don't know why it won't let me move you where I want you.
Go here.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, if you were standing right there, you would see in the cavern. You can still see the ogre in the mud, but now has its back turned to you. But you can also see standing in a grouping of stalagmites or stalactites, whatever the ones on the ground facing upwards. It is the second ogre.
Yeah.
And the woman points out into the darkness to ledges where she knows that other goblins watch over.
Oh boy.
And she also says, points across the hall into over here. Directly across from where you are right now is where they're keeping the prisoners.
Perfect.
Guys, just so you know, we're in the exact same situation as the beginning, just behind them.
Yeah.
And
There's
more
some
fucked.
big ass motherfuckers.
Great.
She also points out and says, no matter what happens, do not run down the passage to the south of the prisoners.
Why?
My south or your south?
I guess it would be southeast from where you're standing.
How far away is
Why?
the prisoner's cage from us?
It is approximately 90, 100 feet.
Can I? Is it locked or?
She just describes it as a opening, like a new cave system.
Oh, so they're like kind of being just held like in like a just closed off section of the cave.
Correct.
We could try to cause like a distraction or something and try and get a shot in and rally them up and get them out.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, guys. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we're gonna be in another fight. There's a lot of dudes here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to sneak.
I feel like whatever we do, we gotta be comfortable with the idea that our exit's gonna get blocked.
Well, we actually have two exits in this area. The chimney's right here, and the cave entrance is right around here too. So if we do get into it, it seems like we should be able to get out somehow.
How do you guys feel about shock and awe?
Yeah, can we all dash at once? Like, can we all
I'm gonna
dash
attack.
just out into the open and run as far as we can?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Can I?
Hey,
So
if somebody can hoist me up the chimney, I can go to the front entrance and cast minor illusion.
That is using
Alright.
a dick. I mean,
But I
Alright, come with
I
me,
can't
I'll
get up
do
the
it.
chimney by myself though.
I go in with you. You can stand on my back.
Okay. I'm gonna move myself to the front entrance.
All right, so
You go in there too. Alright.
Sibo climbs up to the top of the hill.
You guys go in the front, and we'll go in the
You're-
back. We'll surround
You're
it.
gonna have to move me. I can't. I can't move myself over.
Alright, I'll
No,
go with
Luke,
you.
come with us.
I'll go with
No
you
one's
guys to
going
the
with
front.
him.
Yeah,
What?
I'm not gonna be able to attack from my end, or maybe I will anyways. I'll play by ear, guys. I'll see you in a bit.
Luke, stay with us.
All right.
While he's gone, I'm gonna ask this lady, like, what did we get her name or like what her deal is? Why was she alone with that dude? Her name mostly.
Her name is Daphne Featherstone. She tells you that she was in there about to be Hark's next meal.
Yeah.
What, like, was she hiding in here?
No, she's a prisoner from Nightstone, and she tells you that they've just been pulling out villagers one by one and eating them or feeding them to the ogres.
Nice.
Sibo, you have now climbed up successfully and made your way back down into the main entrance.
Yep. 30 feet up from where I am gonna cast minor illusion of a, or you know what, just like 10 feet up, no, 30 feet up. I'm gonna cast minor illusion of a let's say a halfling dancing and running in a circle and singing.
So we're gonna run across the back when that happens, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna duck around this corner and hide.
All right. So this this halfling, you guys up top can see this halfling start dancing around and singing and kind of just gallivanting around.
That's a good way to
The
put it.
two ogres, the one in the mud bath immediately stands up and starts making its way towards it. The other one in the rock formation also starts making its way towards it.
I would like to dash 80 feet across the open cave.
Alrighty. So
I mean, actually, I'd like to wait a little bit more. They're still pretty close.
Well, once they get to, well, I guess I can't tell.
Is that where the prisoners are?
the prisoner.
Prisoner's over at where it says 4.
At this point, one of the goblins up on the ledges fires an arrow at the illusion, and it just passes right through it.
Ooh.
And he then will
Scream.
make
Scream. Go, ah! My God! That dumb.
He then will make an investigation check and rolls an 18 and determines that this halfling is an illusion and says, "Fan out! We've got a mage!"
Alright, I'm gonna pop around this corner if we're still just not in initiative and they're searching for us and fire an arrow at this dude closest to us.
And just kick it off.
Yeah. We ain't fucking sneaking.
All right.
Anybody have a diplomatic resolution before I fire?
No.
Let her rip, buddy.
Alright, you see that, Connor, the air around my arrow is hazy and sparkly like planets. It's a 15.
That'll hit.
3 piercing, plus
Does
another
3 damage. Plus
9d8. Rolling 1d8. So 4.
that is enough to kill this goblin. His body falls off the ledge onto the ground, and many rocks roll down the ledge with him.
Fuck,
You
I forgot
hear-
he was up there.
The voice of a goblin across the leg and say, "Slitter!"
Use
And-
your full movement, Vixen.
Then,
Yeah, I'm
He
gonna move
yells out,
across.
"Thug! Nob! They're to the north!" And the ogres turn around and look directly at you.
Yeah, but I'm over here now. That's 30.
And we will end it there.
Well, we're dead.
Dun,
but
dun, dun.
It's been fun.
You're welcome, guys, for being Vixen, the obliterator of rats.
I'm fairly confident that if I get up right in this big motherfucker's grill, I can kill him in one shot.
You have roughly a week to plan it. What was
Yeah.
it again?